I heard you was looking for some Ichor. I got you. Come with me. So first and foremost, you already read the video title. I'm not gonna waste your time. As a new player, you're already gonna struggle. You're gonna die, but that's fine. Around here, we don't care about loss. We care about money, paper, bread. What you're gonna be getting. So crank those two up immediately. Don't even read them. Honestly, don't worry about it. I'll tell you what they do. One makes the enemy spawn more, the other one makes them harder. But every single time you crank it up to a higher level, you get more resources and you get better luck, so you get better items, right? That's very important, especially in this new update, and especially if you're a new player, all right? Now, next thing, obviously, you're gonna go to here. It's not even gonna change it. You probably thought I was gonna tell you to go to any other different maps. Nah. You see, we're keeping it simple, keeping it basic. This is for my new players out there, all right? Now, don't even worry about that toughness meter. Honestly, starting off, you probably have some gray weapons. I got quite a few of those, but yeah, I'm working on stuff. Don't worry about that. In fact, I'll put on a gray weapon for you, just so you can see, you know, you don't really need much to make this work, right? You start off, and it's very simple. You're just gonna walk on through, right? Nothing fancy, obviously. You want to put your sword away so you can dash, but you know, you're just gonna fight your way through here. You know, keep it simple, right? I'm not really trying to be complex right now. Doesn't matter if I get hit. It's just for showcase sake, all right? Just pretend like that was the most flawless performance you've ever seen. All right. Now, obviously, if you're new and you haven't been in here yet, you want to go in here and grab some stuff. There's like a coffin you can loot. Only once though. Only one time, right? Now let's imagine, you know, I just fought my way through all these enemies. I'm not gonna do it for the sake of video length, because you know, nobody has infinite time. I definitely don't have infinite time. If you want to know what that effect is, by the way, that is this golden scarab combined with this tearing tissue. Or sorry, wrong one. My bad. Not tearing tissue. Ritual skull. And that gives you nasty aftermath, as you can see there. It's very good, very good. I would say if you got a farm early on and you don't want to take a bunch of time, put those two together. You can make those relatively early on in the game very easily. Even at level 1, it's gonna be great. So let's imagine I farmed all the way up here. That's the idea. The idea is simple. You fight your way up these stairs and you get your money up, right? You're gonna need to. Trust me. Skipping it is stupid. Especially if you're dead broke. What else you gonna do? Not fight? So now you fight your way through there. Obviously, go get that checkpoint if you haven't already. I assume you have. I mean, you wouldn't be watching the guy if you didn't at least play the game a little bit. So it doesn't matter, right? You fight your way through. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, bam, right? And with the nasty aftermath effect, you get this to happen, and you get a lot of extra money. I mean, look at that. I just bought what, 3 enemies? I got 200 something Ichor. Crazy. So then you go through here, you fight, kill everything. It shouldn't take you that long. I mean, unless you're just nervous about combat. But if you have any form of courage, you shouldn't have any issues fighting through these enemies. No big deal. I mean, look how easily you could jump through them. I mean, are they really that much of a threat? Even with everything cranked on, you got the shadow clone there, but don't fight those guys. You can't really do anything with them. They're just there for extra step value. Now, next up, you're not even gonna go into here. You probably thought I was gonna tell you to go in there. Wrong. Nope. Instead, if you're a new player, you probably don't have certain treasure chests. There will be hidden treasures around these areas, right? So, doing your very first sweep, you're gonna just come through here. Obviously, you wanna jump on stuff, right? Bam. Bam. Bro, I kinda suck right now. But hey, that makes it more realistic. You're not gonna be great at this immediately. Sometimes you'll mess up. It's fine. Yeah, but you see that? Treasure chest. Now there are more around the map. I'm not gonna bother showcasing these because they're not on the farming route. But either way, you come up here, grab that, kill more things on the way there. I would suggest you really do try to be thorough about this. Not try to get everything you see. You don't run all the way over there and over there. You'll get lost, maybe. Maybe you won't. Maybe you have a good sense of memory and direction. But yeah, just, you know, just try to stick to a mostly straight path, kill everything in sight within that straight path. You're gonna come through here. You're gonna fight all the way through here, right? Bop, bop. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy, right? Mind you, this is just level 1 toughness, so they're not like super tough. And once you do this, run this route a couple of times, you know, once you run this route a couple of times, you'll start to realize, you know, you're getting better at the game, you're getting a bit more money, you can upgrade your weapons a bit more, or upgrade other weapons and combine things, right? Which is the goal. You want to combine things, make strong weapons. I should have parried that, that's fine. Yeah. So if you don't just die already, you're messing up the demonstration. Alright. But yeah, you get it. So you run up here, you fight your way through here, right? I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate any of that. Oh. Got boot. Alright. Bam. Bam. There those. Pull that out. Yeah, these guys are going to be a little bit tough. Obviously, starting out, because you don't have... Parry those. You don't have many things to give you a way to obliterate them yet, but trust me, once you start farming, you get better weapons, and man, it shows. I mean, I could show you something like this, for example. It's not even one of my better weapons. This was upgraded on accident, actually. But even this will make a difference. But yeah, you just come up here, you enter this portal, and it literally takes you back. And you, just like that, you secured the bag. Whether you did good in combat or not, either way, you survived. And then you go back here, and if you're feeling like after upgrading your weapons and stuff, your items, feeling like you got some good synergy going, you know, like, okay, yeah, I'm feeling strong, I'm feeling mighty. Let's say that's the case. Let's get a little bit mighty here, right? Alright, so you could, like, I would say toughness level 2 and toughness level 3 are pretty much kind of the same. So you might want to just go straight to toughness level 3. If you think you can handle 2, go to 3. Because the difference is massive. Okay, let's take a look here. You got level 1, level 2. They offer no benefits for the change. But level 3, 100% increase on resourcefulness. That means you get more bread, more paper. Now the luck obviously isn't as good as these at level 3. That's fine. That's fine. We're not worried about that. Because honestly, once you're really strong, like, you know, your boy, you can do level 4, level 6, and level 5, obviously varying values, but it makes a big difference. And the luck goes up by 4 every time. It's significant. Very good, very good. And there's other ways to get luck too, but, you know, read item descriptions that you unlock. Right? Not item descriptions, but, you know, like gear and things, certain things you can get, like this bad boy, for example. I would say don't even bother upgrading it unless you're really desperate to farm luck in the beginning of the game, and just abuse this. Like, abuse this every time you find a chest. Pop this on in the middle of a run, pop it on, open a chest, and then take it off and put back on your regular gear or whatever, right? It's pretty solid. Now, here's me going in with toughness level 3. I'm gonna develop moveset. This is really what it's gonna look like after a good couple of runs. You get your money going, you start unlocking weapons and stuff. There you go. Enemies like these should melt like butter. I mean, I can even show you inside the crypt. It's gonna be pretty much the same thing. Yeah, and also make sure you use your skills. Be sure you use them skills. Alright, these skills are really good, especially early on when you're not dealing with higher level toughness. And even then, even higher level toughness, all the skills are still really good. They just don't, you know, obliterate like you just saw there. But, you know, they have different values and different reasons to use them other than just damage. Sometimes it's positioning like this. That slash forward, it cuts through enemies. There's times where it doesn't. I think that's a bug, but generally speaking, you want to use that if you were using these weapons, for example, you want to use that to cut through the crowd. Right? And don't even worry about getting hit. When you run through this, it's not that big a deal. I did say I wasn't going to make this video that long, but, you know, it's for the sake of demonstration. So you know I'm not on nonsense. You know, you're running through here, same pathway, right? Don't take any shortcuts, no teleporting. Trust and believe, if you teleport, you lose money. It might seem like a waste of time, but you waste more time not getting money the right way, or, you know, killing things as much as possible in a run. I mean, it also gives you a chance to explore the map and find secrets and soul fruits and other things that empower you. I won't even bother explaining those. The game does a decent job explaining it. If you're new, you don't know what that is and all that stuff, you'll find out by playing the game. Right, so let me just fight my way up the tower real quick. And these trigger a lot. We dodge those. Thanks for playing. Goodbye. I didn't quite go through them in time. Sign. Huh? Also, if you're wondering what the blue hearts are, that's called temporary health. There's heart items and other things you can use to get yourself those. So if you want that extra bit of safety, which I don't feel like I need these days, but honestly, I just like it. My whole build is centered around taking hits, going boom, and making things feel bad. I'll parry that. Alright. I didn't quite parry it, so they missed. Fine. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Like I said, once you get your stuff established and upgraded and combined and put together, all that, you know, once you start being able to do that, look how quickly you go through this. It's like butter. You're going to see a power spike so fast once you actually start putting any gear together. You run through here, you get your money up, and mind you, I made that much money. Like, look at the difference compared to the beginning of the video. I made that much money barely fighting. Imagine if you were actually scrapping things and, you know, really throwing hands. It ramps up pretty quickly, and once you get really strong, you can start using you know, level 5 toughness for your runs, and it makes a massive difference. I mean, obviously 100% resourcefulness, no extra resourcefulness, and then like 250. Now I usually play on level 5 because I don't really value that extra 50% too much. Not really. Obviously, in the grand scheme of things, it's massive, but you know, as well as I can nuke things, or not really nuke things, but take things on in level 6, you start to realize it's really not worth the time and input, because I can make plenty of money really fast and put some gear sets together and all that right now, so it's not that big a deal to get an extra 50 and like take an additional minute per combat encounter because of that. It's kind of a flex that it's only an additional minute when they're toughness level 6 compared to 5, but hey, you get it. Point is, that's the end of the video. There will be no more. So stop watching, go play the video game. Yeah. I hope people like these homebrew tutorials, because I am not editing this. I refuse. It doesn't have to be edited. Goodbye.